Hi, in this video we'll be installing the R software. In particular, we'll install the R software and as well as the R Commander and EasyR or Easier plugins as well. You may or may not need this video depending upon your technological savviness, but if you do, here it is. So let's go ahead and begin our work in R, or work with R. If you go to the syllabus, there should be a link for the R project website, which is as such. You go ahead and select Download R, and you'll be asked to choose your preferred Crane or Comprehensive R archive network from which to download the R software. The rule of thumb, if you've read Chapter 3, is to download R from the one closest to you, which I'm going to say is Dallas. So select the Dallas Crane Mirror, and then you'll be given the option to download R for Linux, Mac OS, or Windows. So I'm going to select Windows, and I'm going to do, this is what you want to install for R for the first time. So base, and then it'll say download R 3.02 for Windows. Let's select that. It's going to ask to run. Then it's going to download. It's a pretty big package. Okay, so your computer should probably ask you, or will probably ask you, that whether or not you really want to open this and run this. Go ahead and select Run. And you probably want it in English. I'm just taking a guess. Okay. Then hit Next, Next, Next. Next, Next, Next. Okay, it should start to install. Go ahead and select Finish. And you'll have an R icon on your desktop. R is taking a little bit of time to load, as it is the first time. It'll get quicker. So this is the common rhetoric that starts with the R software saying there's absolutely no warranty because it is freeware. You will also need to install the R Commander and EasyR Commander plugins. So go Packages, Install Packages. It's going to first ask you to select a Crane Mirror from which to download this. Choose the one in Texas, which is closest to us, or whatever your location may be. Select OK. And then scroll down and find R Commander. See R Commander. Select OK. Okay. Then we also need to install the EasyR R Commander plugin. Select Install Packages again and scroll down to R Commander plugin EasyR or Easier and select OK. It will download other packages that may be needed to run the EasyR, so just let it go ahead and do that. Okay. Now you should be able to load the R Commander package. So Packages, Load Package. Scroll down to R Commander. Oh, and it's saying some packages are missing. And would you like to install these packages? Sure. Set. Okay. Okay, now R should be loaded, R Commander. R Commander is the graphical user interface, or the GUI for R, so it's a easier version than hard coding everything. Of course, if you would like to hard code everything, you are more than welcome to do so, but we'll focus our efforts on the R Commander graphic user interface. So let's go ahead and just load some data for fun, for play. In R Commander, you go Data, Import Data, and then from Excel, I think all the files are in Excel format, or I put them in Excel format for the purposes of this class. Okay, and you can name it whatever you want. That's why I just clicked through and said name it data set, because it's really arbitrary, whatever you would like to name it. So I need to find, let's use the chick flick data set because it's used in both chapters 4 and 5. So there we go, chick flick data set, wherever you may have saved that. So it should be available on the chapter 5 folder on Blackboard, and select open. Then, as a good data practice, you should always view the data set and make sure that it's imported correctly. It looks like it has. And let's say I wanted to do some graphs. I could do a histogram of arousal, which is a continuous variable. So I can get a nice histogram there. Or I can, what else can I do? I could do a box plot of arousal as a continuous variable. Why isn't it loading? Box plot. Yeah. Or is it down here? Yeah, there it is. Box plot. You can resize that, of course. Make it look nicer. Okay. And then later on in the class, we'll be loading R plugins. So if you go Tools, Load R Commander Plugin, you'll see Easy R right there for you to load. Don't worry about that now, because your first couple assignments you won't be using it. So just hit cancel. And so that's a brief overview of how to install and get R up and running. So feel free to play in it and so you can get comfortable.